it's Whispers ASMR, and I am back with another video for you all today. I'm personally very excited about this video, and I'm not going to ramble on for long. I am going to be reading Embracing Uncertainty by Susan Jeffers, PhD. This book really helped me a lot in life, this and The Power of Now. I'm hoping to maybe do a series of reading these books, but we'll see how that goes. If people enjoy it, if you do enjoy it, make sure you like the video, tell me you've enjoyed it in the comments, and subscribe as per usual. Okay, this will be whispered. Okay, here we go. Feel free to relax, lie back, close your eyes, and just listen to the sound of my voice. So, introduction. How do you choose to live? Now more than ever, we need something enduring to hold close. Something that won't wash away in the furious tides of change. Walter Cooper. Embracing Uncertainty is a book about sleeping better at night. About easing the pain in our brain that comes from trying to control the uncontrollable. About making life more of an enriching adventure than a continuous worry. It is about providing that something enduring to hold close, something that won't wash away in the furious tides of change. The wise philosopher Alan Watts, check out Alan Watts, points out that there is the feeling that we live in a time of unusual insecurity. He attributes this feeling to the many new technologies with which science and industry are bombarding us. He also attributes it to the many long-held traditions that have broken down to relative family life, religion, and the world of work. Now here's the surprise. Watts made these observations in 1951. I would venture to say that the feeling of insecurity has greatly escalated since those seemingly good old days. Since then we have lived through many events that have further eroded our sense of security. None more startling and upsetting than the destruction by terrorists of the World Trade Center in New York City and part of the Pentagon in Washington on September 11, 2001. So many people from all over the world lost their lives, and so many lost people they dearly loved. What happened on this historic day has had the effect of putting the entire world on a state of alert. For how long, only time will tell. To compound the difficulty, we live in a society that teaches us to grasp for control, total control of everything. Our career, our relationship, our children, our health, our money, state of the world, and on and on and on and on. We insist that life be secure, safe, predictable, and all good things. As a result, we are uncomfortable, even panicked about all the uncertainty in our lives. After all, uncertainty implies no control. If the truth be told, most of us don't handle this reality of no control very well. We take pills to lessen the anxiety, or we go into denial, or we become addicted to work, or whatever else we find to do to take our mind off the fact that we have so little control. Or we simply live with a cloud of anxiety that never goes away as we think about the unknown, the unexpected, the uncontrollable. What is lamentable about this situation is that we spend so much time of our lives worrying and trying to prevent the bad from happening in our lives that we forget to enjoy the good. What a waste of a life. Thankfully, it doesn't have to be that way. We don't have to walk around with a dark cloud over our heads. The truth is, nowhere has it been proven that a rich, joyous, abundant life cannot exist in the presence of uncertainty. This is an essential concept for you to take in. There have been many before us and many with us today who have proven that life can be wonderful despite the uncertainty. In fact, there are those who have proven that life can be wonderful because of uncertainty. Yes, because of uncertainty. The question is, what do we need to do to reach this wonderful state of being in this world? As I pondered this question over and over again prior to and during the writing of this book, I came up with many answers to help you learn how to make life grand despite, or better yet, because of the uncertainty. Before you delve into all the ideas I provide within these pages, you need to embrace 3 important realities. Without an understanding and acceptance of these 3 realities, it is very difficult, if not impossible. You will be on a stronger footing to begin to embrace the grand adventure of it all, and it truly is a grand adventure. I suggest you read these 3 realities a number of times. In the beginning you may not like all of what you read, but ultimately you will be able to see the definitive advantages that can come from embracing all the uncertainty in your life. Reality 1. The only certainty is that life is uncertain. Susan, or Johnny, I already know that. Of course you already know that, but on a very deep level of your being, you don't truly believe it, nor do you want to believe it. When you picked up this book, the likelihood was that you would have preferred its title to be Erasing Uncertainty instead of Embracing Uncertainty. On a very deep level of your being, you want guarantees, isn't that true? You want a promise that life will give you a happy marriage, lots of money, vigorous health, well-behaved, happy children, a world without conflict, or whatever applies to you. If you truly believe that life is uncertain, you wouldn't be looking for any guarantees. You would be looking for something else, and I will keep you in suspense for a little while before I tell you exactly what that something else is. Again, I can't repeat it often enough. The reality is that there is never a way to erase the uncertainty in any area of our lives. Name it, and it is uncertain. We could cry, scream, and be angry about this, but nothing is going to change the fact that even if we do our very best, we cannot predict or control even the next second of our lives. Let alone how our children turn out, how our relationships will turn out, how we are treated at work, how long we will live, and on and on and on. There's nothing that's certain. Of that you can be certain. I hear many of you saying, how depressing. You mean I really can't control my world? I really can't create the guarantee, the safety, the comfort I am seeking? I really can't become strong enough to control my own destiny? My answer is, no, you cannot gain the kind of control you are seeking. Oh yes, I can, Susan. I get insurance. I can raise my kids a certain way. I can eat the right food. Denial, denial, denial. Of course you can do all of the above, and I am not against your taking such action. In fact, I encourage it. That still doesn't offer any assurance that things will turn out the way you want them to. The hard reality is that the insurance company can go out of business, your children can grow up the opposite of what you would have wished, and the right food today is the wrong food tomorrow. You get the picture. It is now time for you to take a deep breath and surrender to the fact that you can control nothing when it comes to the future. To help you accept this reality, you need to say to yourself over and over again, I have no control over the future. 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 Believe it or not, you will soon come to realize that this negative statement is a very positive affirmation. As you repeat this affirmation over and over again, you will consciously let go of any hope that you can create any certainty in your life. This sounds like bad news, but it truly isn't, which leads us to the second reality. Reality number 2. Once you surrender to the fact that you are unable to control the uncertainty, you will at last be able to breathe a sigh of relief. Yes, when you finally do reach the state of surrender, you can't help but feel the peace that comes when you stop trying to do the impossible. Did you ever notice how great it feels when you stop hitting your head against the wall? Understand that surrender in this case doesn't mean giving up on your attempts to do the very best you can. It means letting go of something over which you have no control, the outcome of any situation in your life. Once you've let go of the outcome, you can understand why you are overcome with a wonderful sense of calm. Phew, I don't have to work so hard doing the impossible, controlling the future. I can rest at last. What a relief. This is important. As long as you think you can beat the very nature of life itself, you avoid looking for a way of being in this world that actually embraces the nature of life itself, which is uncertainty. You continue to live with the delusion that there has to be a way to control everything. If, however, you are totally clear that there is no way to create certainty in your life, you can then move on to something more life-affirming. That is, you can learn how to embrace uncertainty instead of trying to erase it, which, of course, is impossible. Now on to the good news. We're going to end this chapter with some good news. Reality 3. A deep acceptance that life is uncertain opens the door to a powerful way of living. Earlier, I told you that if we truly accepted the fact that life was uncertain, we wouldn't be looking for guarantees, we would be looking for something else. And not to keep you in suspense a moment longer, here is what we would be looking for. We would look for the valuable gifts inherent in all things that happen to us, no matter how bad things may seem in any given moment. Finding the gifts minimizes, even erases the suffering. We would look for a way of being in the world that assures us that we could handle whatever life hands us. Therefore, we would live with a bring it all on attitude, knowing that we are prepared for anything that comes our way. We would look for a way of being in the world that allows us to see uncertainty not as something to fear, but as an enriching aspect of life. So we've ended that on some good news. There's a little bit more of this chapter left. However, I want to do this video in small chunks. So I'm going to bookmark that. And we're going to call it a day there. Embracing Uncertainty by Susan Jeffers, PhD. Now, when I first read this book, it did seem all doom and gloom to me, and I started panicking, like, oh no, I can't control anything in my life. Is this what this woman is really telling me? But being able to accept the fact that the only thing you can control is your emotions and how you react to things, it really has helped me stop worrying about a lot of things in my life. That's why I wanted to read this book for you, because it really did help me, and hopefully it can help you in some way as well, even if it's just my voice that's sending you to sleep, even if you're not listening to the actual message of the book. I hope this helped you relax and get into a nice deep sleep. Again, let me know if this is something you enjoyed, and I will consider doing it as a series, putting it in a playlist, and then you can leave the playlist rolling, kind of like an audiobook sort of thing. I will leave the link in the description to buy this book from wherever I can find the link. And